Yeah. So anyway, guys, I mean, let's do better in this area. If you cannot get on your site on Friday, if you can't log in on Friday or Saturday, it simply means that they are calculating our returns. So just come back a little later. You don't have to change your email or anything. Just come back and try again a little later. That's it. And please share that post that came in from corporate, because I guess they're getting frustrated because people actually putting tickets in, okay, that they can't get on their site. And when you do that, all you're doing is jamming up the customer service, base. So, that was a straightforward email that came out from corporate, basically saying, the company they're working on upgrading the system, and they've been very clear about that. So, they even getting frustrated, saying that, if you can't deal with it, then withdraw your money. And I understand, because at the end of the day, we talk about this every single week. And I got 7 texts last week about this. So come on, y'all, we can do better. We can do better, because we are better, right? So anyway, that being said, let's keep it moving. We're getting ready to close out this year. 2022 has been pretty amazing over the last year, actually 15, 16 months for myself, but this year's been great. I do want to share, most of you guys are very, very close to reaching either junior executive, or a VIP. Get it done, guys, this week, so we can celebrate you on Saturday, right? But let's close out the year with a bang, continue to show this plan, because we want to help a lot of people, right? So that being said, I'm going to jump into this quick training about prospecting. Let me see if I can share my screen and bring it up. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Can you see my screen, Chris? Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So, guys, this is for the investor who is looking to build a team and build an organization here in Novatech. And for me, it's right down my alley, because my whole deal at this point in my life is, how many people that I can help, okay? And that's just not a play on words. I really mean that. Like, I see people in my family struggle. I see people in the community struggle. I see ex-co-workers at Metro still talking about, they working all of this overtime and becoming institutionalized on the job, only to retire and get sick. And then, I got 2 funerals tomorrow at Metro, 2 funerals, same day, right? Every week I'm going to a funeral, somebody that I used to work with, and we all were grinders like that. And so I truly believe that a lot of people just don't know any better, okay? Because if we know better, we'll do better. I believe that. But a lot of people just haven't been exposed to what we do here at Novatech. So I'm going to talk about prospecting and how to generate prospects in your business, right? Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Let me go back. Okay. So here's the deal. It all starts with you being very clear about what you want from this opportunity. Okay. You have to have a clear vision as to what you want. And for me, my biggest why is to really help a lot of people in my family and in my community, because this is all deja vu for me. You know, most of you guys know that I was blessed to do well 16 years ago with with voice over IP. Let me show you guys this really quick. This is what I was selling. Most of you guys was with me in 5 links, okay? And I started out selling this device, and people laughed. People told me it wasn't gonna work. Woo, woo, woo. And I was blessed to retire me and my wife from 2 great jobs, Metro and the government, off of that technology right there. Okay, which is obsolete today. It's actually a trophy. I keep it right there because that little video phone changed not only my life, my wife's life, and my children's life. That little device right there. Okay, because we were in the right place at the right time. So when I came across Novatech and had a chance to sit down and meet with the owners of the company and really fill them out, I just knew, like I knew 16 years ago, that this is going to be the next major wealth trend phenomenon, right? And I was going to go all in on it, right? My biggest why, again, is my family and the community. Okay, I'm sick and tired of seeing people struggle when we don't have to. Now, it all starts with you when you're thinking about prospecting. I'm going somewhere with this, bear with me. You know, you got to know exactly what you want from this deal. Okay. Number 2, it has to be written down. Okay. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is Habakkuk 2:2. It's real simple. It says, write the vision and make it plain on tablets. Now, I didn't say this. This came from the Bible. Most people never get what they want because it's not written. It needs to be written, guys. Okay? It needs to be written and it needs to be read every single day. Okay? Your why need to be written, okay? Because when it's written and it's read every day, you begin to believe what you're doing and what you're doing. And once you believe in what you're doing, you're unfreaking stoppable. You don't care about people telling you no. You don't care about people telling you it's a scam. You don't care about any of that because this is your why is so deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. You just know what you know, what you know. And you can't realize the success if you don't really believe in what you're doing. And unfortunately, I'm going to be 100 with everybody. Okay, most people still don't believe in what they're doing. Even though we've been getting returns of 2 to 4% for the last 3.5 years, people still don't believe. That's why I put in the chat the other day, the reason people asking if Novatech gone away or if it's breaking, if the company closed down, because in their subconscious mind, they don't really believe, because most have never been privy to this type of passive income that's coming every week and it's compounding. Okay, so it's hard for you to build a massive organization, guys, if you don't believe on a subconscious level. And the way that you get to that point is you write down your why, okay? And then you read it and speak it every single day. And then it'll put you on a level where you'll be able to attract everything and all the good that you desire. Okay? Now, there's a law I'll call the law of praxis. I'm gonna speak about this, I'm gonna move on. Praxis means when your behavior is aligned with your belief. So most people say they believe in Novatech, but when it comes time for them to share this with someone, they don't share it for whatever reason. So if your belief is not, if your behavior is not aligned with your belief, then you're not operating in praxis. Okay? So in other words, you really don't believe in what you're doing. So I share this with everybody that I come in contact with because I truly believe in what I'm doing. I operate in the law of praxis. Okay? Some of you guys say you believe, but you haven't shared this with anyone. And you say you want to build an organization. Okay, because you have a strong reason why you want to do it, but you haven't shared this with anyone. Or you share it with people that you think need it. Okay? When I talk about people that you think need, I'm talking about mom and them, people that look up to you. Okay, and 9 times out of them, those are not the ones that's going to join your team. Oh, we got someone writing on the screen. What is this? Let me see. Okay, if you're writing on the screen, please do not write on the screen. Okay. Now, okay, hold on 1 second. Let me stop share for a minute.
It looks like Myrna, maybe Myrna Sparks.
Find the sparks. That's what it keep coming up on the screen. Okay. Now, your behavior have to be aligned with your beliefs, guys, is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, number 2, you got to take action. Okay. The way you become great at anything that you're doing is you got to start taking action and moving towards it. Okay. Now, that starts with making a list, okay, of everybody that you want to share this with. And don't prejudge. Are we still here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
sorry. My slides is just,
No, Stan, it disappeared. I canceled the whiteboard, so only you can do whiteboard. So go ahead and continue and reshare.
okay, good. So, and you can see my screen, right?
Not yet. Go ahead and do a screen share again.
Okay, hold on. Thanks. Okay. Okay, can we see it now?
Yeah,
Yes,
you got
sir.
it. Yep,
Okay,
perfect.
good. Excellent. Okay. So, you know, make a list of everybody that you want to share this with. But you want to start with the people that you look up to. You know, a lot of people, the reason our team have grown as fast as it has is because of the people that I shared this with coming out of the gate, like Dr. Martin, Andre DeMoya, Dr. Fraser, okay? who's arguably the #1 networker in North America. I mean, what if I would have said, well, I'm not going to share this with Dr. Fraser because he's busy and he may not be interested in crypto. Dr. Fraser has one of the biggest teams in our group. He has over, I mean, his group is trading at over $10 million. So that'd be $10 million that's left on the table, guys. Okay. So you have to, as I say, sponsor up. Now, make the list. Don't think twice. Just put everybody on the list. Don't prejudge. The key is making the connection with people. People do business with people that they like, people that they trust, and people that make them feel good. Okay. There's certain people that I like to be around because they just make me laugh, or I just love being in their presence. Okay. So the key is, make the list, make the connection before you even share Novatech with them. Always be professional and follow up. Okay. The power is in the follow-up. Chris Bailey talked about that the other day. We were on a call Saturday morning, and it took me about 6 months to get Chris Bailey in Novatech. And let me tell you, guys, this guy was cold carrying me. Like, he wouldn't even return my calls. I was hitting him on Messenger. I mean, it was terrible. But guess what? You know what? If you react, you lose. Respond versus reacting. So all I didn't create a story in my head about why he wasn't calling me back or what it was. I just continue every 30 days or so sharing this with Chris Bailey until he came on board. The power is in the follow-up, okay? You got to make the connection first. Now, let's talk about the goal. The goal here, guys, is real simple, okay? And we complicate Novatech all the time. The goal is to share the information. And all you want to do is get people in front of the information. That's it. Okay. You can get them on a live overview. We do them every Monday. We do them Saturdays at 11. We do them Thursdays. Get them on the live overview, or either, every overview that we do is recorded, and Chris put it in the group. Find an overview that you like, that you think that would fit your prospect. So if you know a doctor, you want to get them on the overview with Dr. Martin, with me and Dr. Martin doing it, or, pick one that you like, make the connection, and get them in front of the information. Now, once you get them in front of the information, whatever you do, don't try to be a prophet in your own land. You want to set up a 3-way call with the person who sponsored you. Okay? Because a lot of times, they're going to need a third party to come in to stamp it. Okay. And I just want to share really quickly, when I was talking to, when I sponsored Dr. Fraser and Dr. Martin. Okay. The story with Dr. Fraser, when I got on board, he came on a week later. He and I was having a conversation about the Power Networking Conference, this conference he does every year. And after we had finished talking about it, I shared with him that well, first I asked him this question. I asked him, was he doing anything with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? Is he investing in any cryptocurrency or Bitcoin? And he said he did a few platforms. And I said, well, you know, I have a platform that's doing 2 to 4% weekly, and you're able to compound those earnings. And he said, really, send me the information. So I sent him a recorded overview. He took a look at it. He came back, he had questions, and then I put him on the phone with Corey J. Sampson back then. And he came right in, okay, at the silver package. The same thing with Dr. Martin. You guys heard our story. You know, I told her I had a platform that's getting 2 to 4%. You know, she said she don't know anything about Bitcoin. She didn't even know if it was real. She said Jerron had told her about it, but she wasn't paying him no attention. But because I brought it to her, she said, I'll take a look. And when she took a look, she said, okay, I'm in. She came on board. Okay. And she got started. Now she has a huge team and about to hit junior director in Novatech, over close to $5 million. What if I didn't share this with Doc? What if I didn't share with Dr. Fraser? What if I didn't share with Andre DeMoya? I hadn't talked to him in years. We've former promoters. He has over $3 million. These are millions of dollars, guys, I would have left on the table. All because of creating stories that ain't real in my head, right? It's all about massive exposure. It's a numbers game. Some will come now, some will come later, some won't ever come. Some won't come because it's you. Okay, period. And that's just how it is. Okay. I got people that won't join Novatech because Stan Richards brought it to them. Okay. Now, who are your prospects? You got family members, you got friends, you got peers, you got super reds. Super reds are the ones you want to go first. These are the business owners, the entrepreneurs. These are people that you look up to. Okay. You got the coal market. You got entrepreneurs. You got business owners. Now, guys, I want you to practice. I do this all the time. Well, if you've been following me on Facebook, you know, every week, you know, around Christmas, Sharice and I are out at some events. You know, it's like that every year. Every week we had 2 or 3 events a week here at Christmas, right? So what I do is I make my cold market warm. Okay, I'm always meeting people. And the way you do that is you, first of all, you got to smile, because energy grows where energy goes. So if I'm always smiling, I'm always giving compliments, I'm always saying a joke or two, you know, I'm always looking to connect with people and make my cold market warm. I'm always looking to meet people. I teach my sons this all the time. Your network is your net worth. Get out and meet some people. It's very, very valuable, right? Now, you got to understand this, guys. This is very important. Personality types, okay? Personality types. So when you're connecting with your prospects, okay, you got to be a great listener, because people will tell you where the pain is, okay? You got to be a great listener. I'm always listening. So a lot of times when I talk to people, I give you an example. I talked to a good friend of mine who fried turkeys, and I buy a fried turkey from him every Thanksgiving. And we worked at Metro together for many, many years. And every time I go pick up my turkey, he always telling me, man, I'm gonna give these people 5 more years. I just got to give them 5. He's seen this tune every single year. I go pick up a turkey, right? And so he knows what I do. He know, you know, I've been successful doing what I'm doing. I've talked to him about Novatech. He keeps saying, I'm going to call you. But his biggest deal is fear. It's just fear of doing something different. You know, I talk about in my book all the time how for 18 years I had become institutionalized on a job. I was so fearful to do anything else, right? So you got to understand these 4 personality types, okay? And when you identify these types in your prospect, then you will know how to approach them, right? The first one is sharks. Sharks are people who love money. They like stuff, they like the lifestyle, they like the, you know, they love the stuff. You know, they like Bentleys, you know, they like Range Rovers, they like them big bags, you know. These are sharks. So when you prospecting a shark, okay, now you can, as long as you have a relationship with them, a personal relationship with them, I'll go show a shark the money. I'll show them the money. Okay, well, this is what this has done for me. Okay, in 15, 16 months. Well over $500,000. So when I show a shark that, they in. Well, you might not have been there yet, but you can show them, okay, how your money have grown. And guess what? The way that you close a shark, you get them on the phone with someone who has done it. Okay, who's done really well in Novatech. Because they want to see the stuff. They don't want you to talk them to death about wallets and cryptocurrency. They don't want to, all they want to do is they want to see the money. Right? Now, let's see if we have any sharks in here. If you got if you're a shark, put a 1 in the chat. See if we got any sharks. Let's see who's a shark in here. Oh, Doc a shark. Oh, Sandy a shark. Renata a shark. Oh my God. Coach Matthews a shark. Well, y'all some sharks. Dr. Liz a shark. Oh my goodness. Any more sharks? Oh my God. All them sharks. Okay. You got to show the sharks the money. You cannot talk them to death. Okay. Now, number 2 are dolphins. Stan Richards is a dolphin. If you're a dolphin on here tonight, put a 2 in the chat. Where my dolphins at? We like a good party. We like to socialize, right? Naomi is a dolphin. Guess what? Quiet as kept, Sharice is a dolphin. Oh my God, my wife is a dolphin now. She used to be an urchin. She's a dolphin now. I done turned her into a dolphin. Like, the way you close the dolphins is bring them to the party on Saturday night. They're gonna come in. I promise you, B is a dolphin. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if B showed up in Maryland, her and Bill, because B loves a good party. Charles Jackson is a dolphin, her sponsor. Charles love a good party, okay? The Dolphins love the party. Robert Fortune, him and Ann, oh my God. They are ultimate Dolphins. Love a good party.
Party, party.
You hear him? He loves a party, right? Now, oh, shucks. Let me see. I done lost my slides. Hold on, y'all. Y'all done made me lose my slides. Hold on. Let me stop sharing, get these slides back up here. Okay. So the way you're going to get the Dolphins to join you is, that's not what I want. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, here we go. The dolphins love to have a good time. We do. I'm gonna tell you, I was listening to this show the other day, right? And they were talking about, and this is so true, I believe it. They was talking about the power of laughter and having a good time. And they was talking about how they talk about laughter in the Bible. It's important to laugh. It's important to have a good time, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys, Stan Richards is going to have a good time. Ask my wife. Stan Richards is going to have a good time. So the Dolphins, you got to get them in the community, was what I'm saying. We got an awesome group of people in this community, okay? And people want to be in this community because guess what? We not only make money every Friday and Saturday, but we have a good time, okay? Now, the next one is the urchin, okay? Where are my urchins at? Urchins are very skeptical. Now, if you're urchin, put a 3 in the chat. There's nothing wrong with being an urchin. Urchins are very skeptical. Now, the way you close an urchin is you got to get them in front of the information. You got to get their questions answered. Let me say that, okay? Let me see who's an urchin in here. Come on now, y'all know we got some urchins in here. Come on, y'all. Where my urchins at? I think, where's
Chris is an urchin.
Yep, Chris Birch is an urchin. He a dolphin now. We didn't turn him out. Dre is an urchin. Who else? I think Angela's an urchin. I remember. Let's see here. Where my 3s at? Oh, y'all, come on. Yeah, I'm messing my screen up. Sheesh, what am I doing? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey, Doc, if you see some urchins, some 3s, call them out for me. Y'all see any urchins? Oh, you on mute.
Sandy Reddick's an urchin.
Sandy Reddick's an urchin, yeah.
GG's a urchin.
Yeah, Shelly Rollins is an urchin.
Dr. Liz put our eldest daughter out there as an urchin.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, did we say that one?
Yeah, Dr. Dre is an urchin.
And that's all the urchins showing up.
Well, trust me, they be hitting me up.
Leo's late talking about he's a dolphin. Late
Yo,
to the party.
Yeah, Leo used to own, he used to run Tiffany's nightclub and Black Tahiti and all them clubs back in the day, Doc.
Oh, what?
Yeah, now he's the pastor.
I know, I saw him today, Stan.
Did you? Awesome. Okay, let me see if I can find my slides again. I thought I had them right here. Hold on. Sheesh, I keep losing them. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm not going to touch the screen no more tonight. Okay. Now, the thing with the urchins, guys, is you just got to get their questions answered, and you can't do them yourself. You got to get them on the phone with someone who can answer their questions. And it's okay if you can't answer their questions, okay? Just get them on the phone with someone who can answer the questions. That's it. Okay, that's how you deal with an urchin. They just want to get their questions answered before they make a business decision. And I respect that. Now, number 4, a whale. Okay, whales want to save the world. Okay. Most pastors are whales. You know, they want to help a lot of people. I got a little whale in me. Any whales on here? Any number 4s? Put in the chat. Okay, nobody left behind. You know, so the way you close wells is you tell them, okay, whatever that big dream is that you want to get funded, Novatech can help you do that. Okay, that's it. Right? Any wells in the chat? I'm not going to click on the chat because I keep losing my slides.
Yeah, we've got Melanie Benita's a 1 and a 4, so she's a shark
Oh,
and
yeah.
a whale like me.
Yeah.
Sam Tinsley's a whale.
Yeah.
Tawanda Love,
Mhm.
Bill, Melanie Bonita. Coach Michael is a whale and a shark, as well as Duval Clyburn.
Yeah.
Sandra Copes is a whale.
Yeah.
Let's see, I don't know if I said Carolyn Jones is a whale.
Yeah.
Angela Heath, I think she's saying, I don't know if she said, yep, that too. So I don't know if she's saying she's a whale.
Angela's an urchin and a whale.
Okay.
Yeah.
iPhone 11, whoever that is a whale. Mr. Bitcoin Cecil, Curtis Barnes is a whale. Onyx says he's a combination of a few of these. Ginger and Gigi are whales. Malika is a shark and a whale, as well as Dr. Liz. And I think Curtis Burns, he's a 1 and a 4.
Yeah. So, guys, I got a little whale in me too. So, to think about this with the whales, right? For me, like, I really want to eradicate poverty, and that's not just a play on words in my family, in the community, because I've already been there before. I know that there's opportunities out here. And here's the thing, guys. Whenever you're in a season where you're in a recession and people are losing money, there's somebody's making money. It's not a shortage. I mean, there's not a shortage of money in abundance, right? We have to find it, right? And so for me, when I talk to my nieces and nephews and ex-co-workers, my whole deal is I'm trying to help them to begin to change the way they think, right? And expose them to something new and different. Because people are making money, trust me, make no bones about it. People making millions of dollars right now in this space that we're all in, okay? So this Novatech can fund your passion. And Cynthia Petion and Eddie, they are whales. They really want to help people, not just in the States and in the hood. They want to help people all over the world, and they are doing it. That's why the company is exploding. The company is exploding right now. And whenever you're exploding the way we're exploding, you know you're going to have people that's going to come up against the company, okay? Because they want to help the little guy have success. And this is what it's all about at the end of the day, right? So you got to recognize your prospect's personality type, and then you have to speak to it to them, right? And if you're listening, they will, you'll be able to pick up on that personality type. Now, really quickly, and then we're going to wrap up, guys. Prospecting woes. Whatever you do, don't overtalk the prospect. The goal is to ask them the question, get them in front of the information, but don't overtalk them. Number 2, don't ever pressure people. I showed this to Chris Bailey, and then I would follow up every 30, 60 days. Okay, I'm not going to keep calling you, telling you about Novatech, because I don't need, think about this, family. This is why I say this is not network marketing. We don't need anybody to join this team. We all got paid Friday and Saturday. We don't need people to join this team, right? Don't ever pressure your prospects, because everything is energy. And if they think that you need them, they will not join your team. I'm telling you. Number 3, don't be needy. Okay? Don't be needy. Because people will not join you in business if you're a needy person, right? This is big, big business, and we got to stand up and be business owners. Don't be needy. And number 4 here, guys, is character. If you don't have good character, it's hard for you to build, it's going to be hard for you to build a huge book of business. Okay. Character is everything. Do what you say you're going to do and be a man and woman of your word. And if your character has been shady in the past, fix that character. Go back to everybody that you have wronged, that you owe, and fix it. I'm telling you, because you can't win. Because this is all about sowing and reaping. You can't be successful if you have wronged people down the road. You just can't. I tell my sons that all the time. We reap what we sow, good and bad. Nobody gets away with anything. You got to have good character in order for you to build a multi-million-dollar book of business. Period. Okay. Now, in conclusion, you must become a professional sorter. That's it. Go through the numbers. It's a numbers game. Go through the numbers. Once you expose, put them in the follow-up list, and then follow up with that follow-up list 30, 60, 90 days. Okay. Be authentic. The truth is good enough. You do not have to sound special. You do not have to sound like we're doing network marketing. Just be yourself. Okay. Understand the game. We're in the people business. Don't ever give up on people, guys, because you heard me say this before. People are fascinating. We'll never understand why some people do what they do. I had people that I've shared Novatech with, and they went and signed up under someone else. I'm still their friend. People do what they do. You'll never understand why they do that, but they do it all day, every day. People are what? People at the end of the day, right? And the last one, guys, the key here is becoming a super servant and not a superstar. If you become a super servant, you'll end up being a superstar. Okay. It's all about, and I was having a conversation with our newest partner, Joe Phillips, today. And we were talking about where we are in our life. Like for me, it's all about how many people I can serve and help. I mean, I get true gratification from helping people versus driving around in Bentleys. And, all of that is great. I'm not knocking the lifestyle, but I've been there, done that. Okay. I'm at a point now where how many people, it's all about, for me, how many people can I help? How many people can I expose this to? Right? And don't take for granted that because I know Andre DeMoya and we made a lot of money together years ago, I don't take for granted that he don't need Novatech. So I had to share this with him. We don't know what folks' financial situations are. So be of a blessing to other people by just sharing the information. That's it. And you're going to win by default, right? Well, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing real quickly and see if anyone have any questions for me about prospecting in your business. I'll take a few minutes and open the line up.
Hey, Stan, Larry here.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, man, how you doing? Listen, one of the biggest obstacles I run into, Stan, is the one of fear. And it's not just fear about Novatech. It's they've had preconceived ideas from other things, and they attach it to Novatech, and they're just frightened to death.
Yeah, I understand that, Larry. So, I get the same thing with people that I bring on board because they've been on other platforms that's failed, right? So what you share with them, a person like that, is it's like if you're driving your car, Larry, on the beltway and you get a flat tire, would you get out that car and just sit there and you got all of these cars that's passing you, okay, but because that you had a flat tire, you're gonna stop driving, you know, you're just gonna sit there, or you're gonna get the next car that's moving. So what I share with people that I understand, because I've been on platforms that has failed, but don't ever quit, because failure is just an experience. That's all it is. If you don't quit. I was on a platform that failed prior to Novatech. What if I said I wasn't going to get on another platform because that platform had failed? Then I would miss out on this one. So what I tell people is that, okay, this is what I tell people, Larry. I said, do you believe in the industry? Okay. Do you believe that this is going to be the way of the future? So, okay, then I'll say to them, well, the owners reside here in the US. They are registered by the Department of Treasury and FinCEN to trade cryptocurrency. Why don't you try, you know, try a few dollars in here, okay, to see what give it 30 days. And this is what I share with them. Now, I get some of them that just, they've had that experience and they locked up and they're gone back on the bus. I'm just using this example. And they're going to drive the bus for the rest of their life. And then they're going to retire struggling, because that's not going to get it done. But some people, you can't convince them. But what you do is you have this type of conversation with them. I felt, and I found.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Just don't give up, you know, because there's people that that's having a lot of success with Novatech. Anybody else? Comment, question about what we went over? Okay. I think everybody got it. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Somebody raise their hand.
Somebody raise their hand. Who is that?
E press 16.
Yeah.
Stan,
Yes.
tell me, how would you treat business cards?
I don't do business cards because I just think that we're in a different time now. It's all about, I'm a belly to belly person. You know, you can do business cards, but think about it. If I got your business card and it said Novatech on it, I don't know you. So I'm not going to call you about Novatech. I might look it up and I might call the company and join under them because I don't know you. And so why would I call you? You know what I mean? The time that we're living in now, most people are not going to just do business with a stranger from a business card.
You're exactly what my team needs. Team?
People doing your lawn, painters, or, you know, not Novatech, any other kind of business. Property owners, not property owners,
Schedule.
what I want to say,
We'll both find out.
you know, any kind of business card.
So you're saying if you got a business card from
Well,
somebody?
you know, people put out business cards in stores or, you know, and
So you're saying if you got a business card, how would you approach it? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I go to the anywhere and pick up a person's business card, and I call them up.
Okay, call them up, but you got to connect with them first. Don't just vomit Novatech on them. You connect with them first and build some type of rapport with them before you share Novatech to them with them.
The whole league knows all they have to do is beat me
Does
up.
that make sense?
A little bit. Because my reason is to call them up to let them know about Novatech.
Yeah, but
I know
think about
I
it.
know you have your business, you know, but I want to share mine with you.
Just get out. Get out.
Yeah, that's that's a long shot right there is what I'm telling you. That's a hit, that's a real hit or miss because again, if you called me up about Novatech and I don't know you, then 9 times out of business, I'm not going to join Novatech with you because I don't know you.
I think he's talking about sharing his business card, Stan.
Yeah, sharing my business card or my business, excuse me, I know, you have your business, but I would like to share my business with you.
Okay. Let me put it this way. That's not a bad idea. That's a long shot to me. That's strictly cold market. The key is you gotta be able to make your cold market warm. So we gotta build some type of rapport before I'm gonna take a look at your business.
You learn from the best.
All right, you sell houses.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need a house.
Beautiful. I'm gonna learn so hard, Mo.
Okay.
So what kind of rapport am I going to share with you?
Well, we could just make a connection. You might know somebody that need a house.
It's tough with your
It's
head.
good. It's good. See, think about it. If I sell houses and you don't need a house, but if I made a connection with you, you might know Chris who needs a house. And because of the connection we made, now if you bring me an opportunity with Novatech, because I've made a connection with you and a rapport, then I'm open to look at what you're doing.
With 4 iPhone 14s on us.
Does that make sense?
It's rough, but like you say, it's cold market.
It's cold market. You got to make the cold market warm, and you do that by making a connection with your prospect.
Stan, may I make a comment? Mike Matthews.
Yes, sir.
Preston, you see the exchange you just had with Stan? If you didn't know him, you are getting to know him and you're making a connection is what Stan is referring to you. It's just asking questions, getting them to know you. So you then, after you get to know you, like you, and maybe trust you a little bit,
Give me a question.
you can take it a step further and go to the prospecting of your business, which is Novatech. Thank you.
It's the sparkling shop.
Coach, give me a question.
Get 30% off everything.
You hear me?
Let's do this by telephone. Let's continue with this meeting.
Yeah, you and I.
The Diamond Store.
Okay. Anybody else before we close out?
Stan, yeah.
Anybody else before we close out?
Yo soy mago. Desaparezco. Cuentas en plena.
Hey, Preston, is that you playing that music?
Listening to my music.
Huh?
That was him.
Yeah, Preston always playing some music or the wild TV or something.
Okay. All right,
I'm sorry, Stan. I'm sorry.
Hey, who was that you was playing? What was that, Dr. Dre or somebody?
Well, it was. I was looking at a football game. It was. It was intermission.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, good. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna wrap up this evening. I hope y'all got some value. Again, guys, if you don't have your ticket, get your ticket for the gala this week. We're gonna have a blast. And tomorrow, 8 p.m. Well, actually 12 noon, we got Leo Harrington and Chris Birch. So if you know any entrepreneurs, any barbers, stylists, get them on that call. They do an amazing call every Monday at 12 noon. And then tomorrow night, we're gonna do the 8 p.m. overview. Please plan to attend, invite some guests so we can close you out, close your group out for the year and hit all of your goals, right? All right, y'all, so let's wrap up this evening. We went a little bit over, I apologize for that, but y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. A great week. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. This call is officially over. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Dan.